Okay, before anything else happens, I need y'all to see and admire my T-Rex earrings. Okay, we can begin now. Welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Morgan and I create stories. Here on YouTube, I talk about my journey becoming a full-time creator and storyteller, and basically everything that I do along the way. So today I'm just going to be working on some of my daily stuff. This is going to be a studio vlog. I need to work on some Patreon stuff. Yeah, so come along. It's going to be a super cash. Oh, the sunshine. There you go. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's bright. So today was a double caffeine kind of day, and I made myself an Earl Grey for breakfast, and now I'm having a coffee. However, I brewed the coffee way too strong, and even though I added enough milk that it is no longer quite the level of temperature that I would like, it's still very strong. So if you're not familiar, I did run a special offer on Patreon recently. This was the first special offer I've ever run. It was kind of to test it out and see how it works, because I have plans for a bigger one later this year. And it was very interesting. I didn't really do a whole lot with it. I should have done more marketing, and that's something that I'm going to have to plan for and keep in mind for the next one, but that was kind of the point of doing this test run. But what I did offer for this special offer was one of my personalized New Year's cards. So I made New Year's cards to send to friends and family and things like that this year, and they're just so cute. I decided that I would go ahead and offer them as basically Patreon benefit, bonus benefit thing. And yeah, I'm super happy with them, so I just hope that everybody who's receiving them enjoys them. But yeah, I gotta go ahead and fulfill another one of those. I've just got one left, so I need to finish that up, and then I also want to work on planning and figuring out what benefits I have already provided this month and what benefits I still need to provide, and getting a better organizational handle on that per se. It has been one of my goals to continue to improve upon my benefits that I'm offering, to make sure that I'm offering more benefits, varied benefits for the different levels, and just better quality things, I guess. And so getting organized is a part of how I'm going to be able to do that. So I want to create a sheet that helps me keep track of what benefits I've already provided each month, so that way nobody gets left out. I don't forget something because I get caught up in all of the different things that I'm creating, all the different content, because I create a lot of content.
So for my cards, I decided I wanted to create something that was kind of video game inspired for 2020. So I thought that a Bulbasaur, which I love, with band-aids on it would be kind of perfect. And then I liked the idea of showing the 3 hearts like you would have in a video game, but we made it through 2020 with 1 heart left. All of those felt very on brand for 2020, in my opinion. But yeah, I really like this card. I think it turned out great, and it's super cute, and I'm really excited that I can share it with my friends and my patrons as well. So I just really hope that everybody likes it. But either way, I just figured it's a nice thing to receive a card after the year we've had. Just kind of a little bit of support and positivity to everybody, saying, hey, I really wish you the best for this upcoming year, because, geez Louise. When I was sealing the cards, I wanted to make sure that I was being as safe as possible during the pandemic, so I made sure that I sealed them just using a paper towel with some water on it. I did not lick any envelopes, just in case anybody was worried about that. But then I also sealed it with some washi tape that I really like. It's a galaxy themed washi tape that I got that has foil stars on it, basically, so they are all shiny and everything. I just love this tape. It really makes me smile. But it just felt really good to get all of that done, honestly. I feel like I just go day to day pretty much trying to mark things off of my list. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I have way too many things on my to-do list for the next couple months. So pretty much anytime I can cross stuff off, it just feels really satisfying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to get everything done, and I am kind of concerned that I am going to get burnt out. But right now I'm just doing the best I can and trying to be aware of my mental health in the process.
So this is one of those moments where I thought I had created more of the Patreon content that I had planned to create than I actually have this month. So I still pretty much have to do all of them. I can kind of skip on the first one because I did offer something else to that level, well, to all the levels. But yeah, still got to finish up the other stuff. Fortunately, the other stuff shouldn't be too bad because I already have some of the like stuff filmed, footage and stuff recorded. I just need to edit the video and everything. And then the other thing is just sitting down and I'm going to offer some director's commentary on the Golden Snowflake and that whole filming process, and my mom is going to be joining me with that because she helped me film it, so that should be entertaining. Yeah, but you know, those moments.
So I've been trying to make things in my journal a little bit more pretty, just so that I can enjoy them a little bit more, whether that is adding an interesting font or color or things like that. I use a lot of times these Stabilo markers. They are amazing. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly or not, but these markers will last you an eternity, and they've got great color. I'm super stoked. I have had these mini markers for years, literally years, and it's not like I don't use them. So if you're looking for a really good quality marker that isn't going to break the bank, I definitely recommend these. Since I'm not really sure where I'm going to be next quarter as far as how much I've accomplished and what's left over from this quarter, I decided to just focus on quarter one for my Patreon content. That way I don't plan things out too far and then get off schedule later when I'm unable to get everything done.
So here's my completed tracker. As you can see, I just focused on quarter one to begin with. So I've got January, February, and March listed. And then I have January already planned out, so that's why I went ahead and filled those out. February, I'm not sure yet because it depends like how far I get with the projects that I'm working on right now. I might be offering stuff that still relates to things I'm currently working on. You know, we'll see. So I'll fill that out later. But at least I'm ready and it's easy, so now I can just go in and I know exactly what needs to be done, and I can cross off things that have been completed. So I will cross the early access off because I've already done that one. Okay, so those are the days that I'm going to try to get some of my Patreon content out before the end of the month. And then actually I'll add another sticker because at the start of each month is when my podcast update comes out, so I will have to create that as well. But yeah, I mean, otherwise feeling good about that. So I'm going to start editing a Patreon video, and then I think I'm gonna maybe call it a day on all the Patreon stuff. I have some other stuff I might still work on, but that editing that video will probably take a little while. So yeah.
Blue light glasses activate.
So I am going to just use this as the base. Like I said, I took the padding out, so now it curves much better. I will show you. Before it would just kind of sit flat.
Recently, I created a video showing an epaulette that I created for a new character who's a sorcerer, and I shared that video with my patrons.
So when it is on my shoulder, it hangs very nicely. It's really cool. So I will show you what that looks like. And here is the reveal.
I also have shared some exclusive pictures, both behind the scene in the process and final pictures with them. It was really interesting making these because I don't have any type of fancy photo editing software, so pretty much the only programs that I could use were Snapseed on my phone and then Canva. But honestly, I'm super stoked with how those turned out. I think I really figured out how to make them look good, and I also learned some things in the process of what I would change next time. Yeah, so I'm super excited about them, and it's cool that I can edit photos. I haven't been able to do that, and I can add special effects to things, and I just feel like such a nerd, but it's so cool to be able to make these stories that I have in my head come to life.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to work on that is going to be a little bit more tedious, so I'm not going to bring you along on that journey. But I just want to thank you so much for joining me, and I want to throw a huge shout out there for my patrons and say just that you guys are awesome and I love you guys. If you are interested in joining my Patreon community, head on over. There are links below that will take you there. There's a lot of exclusive behind the scenes sneak peek type content that I post there. That's the only place you'll see it. But otherwise, I hope you all take care, stay safe, follow your hearts, your minds, and your intuition, and stay weird. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. That too. Catch you next time.